Hello, Jamie. Sorry I wasn't in here right away. I got distracted by something and I was like, oh no, I set up a live for 2 o'clock. So, anyway, I'm here. Better late than never, right? So, yeah, I was working on my upcoming collabs video for my other channel. And I thought while I was in here, I would talk about some of the collabs just for something to talk about. And hi, Mom. Hi to you guys who are watching this in the replay. I definitely appreciate it. Hoping to get this channel monetized so I can use the money toward the homeless ministry. Hello, Jaden. How are you? So I heard about some collabs today from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. They're all open collabs, and they're all going to be for all year long. So the first one is hashtag Freezer Cleanout 24, starting on January 8th all the way through January 31st of this year. So you just make a video talking about cleaning out your freezer. Maybe do your inventory or talk about your meal planning you're going to do from checking out your freezer. So I might be joining that one because my freezer's pretty full. The second collab is hashtag Declutter Challenge 24, starting on January 9th, going all the way through December 31st. And I wrote craft room next to it because that's the room I need to work on. I really need to declutter that room. It kind of got some things thrown into it when we were doing quick cleaning for the holidays. So, and all these collabs that I'm talking about right now are hosted by the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And the last collab that she issued out for this year is hashtag Cleaning Hacks 24. Starting on January 11th, this could also involve organizing. Like I said, it starts on January 11th, and that one is hosted by the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Hello, Candace. How are you? Hello. I started my Bible challenge to try to read through the whole Bible this year. That's one of my goals. So I was behind on the first day because hubby was off. But I went ahead yesterday and I ran the first part and the second part. Of course, we're starting in Genesis, but we're going in chronological order of the story. So we're in Genesis right now, but we're going to move on into other sections because it's going to go in order of the story. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, I've got 2 days done, and hubby talked about doing it at night, like right before we go to bed. When we're so might do that. And some days I might be reading some of it on my own. But the fourth challenge collaboration that's going on is hosted by Katahdin Mountain Mama Homestead. And it's hashtag Reset Button Clean and Clutter 2024. This collaboration started on January 1st. And I do not have her email, but I'm calling out some of the collaborations that I heard about. I actually have a video on my other channel where I talk about it. And last year I put out a challenge to people to fill up one bag of food and hand it out to a homeless person in your town. So, and I'm going to probably make a new video on it and go ahead and issue it for 2024 as well. And it's called hashtag kindness, throw kindness like confetti. And I did that for last year, and I want to do it this year. I want some more people to join. I think it would be really cool if some other people joined in with trying to feed the homeless. And it sounds like some people are losing their Social Security right now. So there might be some more people homeless. And it seems to be that age between 55 and 65 seems to be the most common age for people to be homeless, at least in my area. That seems to be the age group. And so it would be some of those people losing benefits and not quite 65 to be able to get their Social Security. So that is what I've learned so far about the homeless. So the fifth collaboration I heard about, this one's also by Katahdin Mountain Mama Homestead. and it's a hashtag Saving Challenge 2024. It started on January 1st, and she's putting that out to try to help people save money. So she has some videos doing that. I don't know if I will do that one, but I thought I would tell other people because they might be interested in it. Oh, yeah. I actually ran into 2 homeless people in my little tiny hometown. One guy was passing through. He was going to another city, and he was just walking through town. And I had some homeless stuff in back. It wasn't really set up because I'd never seen anybody, but I just went ahead and let him pick out of the bags, or I just kind of asked him, "Do you want this? Do you want this?" And he took that and a sweatshirt and a blanket, I think, and yeah. And then another lady, I saw her. She was walking with a bag, a rolling piece of luggage. She was going from her mom's house to her friend's house. But I kind of felt like maybe she had got kicked out of somewhere. And that was my feeling of that situation. So anyway, I gave her a food bag and a coat, a hat, and a blanket, and I give her all the stuff I had in my car. So my car is like a walking store for the homeless right now. My trunk is constantly full, and most of the time my back seat as well. So, but on the bright side, I am constantly ready for them. I need to put another food bag in there in case I see somebody else. So the 6th collaboration that I heard about, this is hosted by Blackberry Rock Homestead and her other channel, Luann's Kitchen. And it's hashtag Slow Cooker Palooza. And I have been joining along with this, trying to use my crock pot more. And the dates are now all the way through the end of this year. So that's going to be issued for the whole entire year. So I'm hoping to maybe do like a slow cooker dessert or something, maybe as one of my next recipes. But I'm trying to challenge myself to use some of these things that I have, like I'll buy a pressure cooker and then I won't use it, and I'll buy an air fryer and I won't use it. And like I want all this stuff, but then I don't actually use it. So, and I'm trying to declutter my life some, when you walk around talking to these people that are homeless, you realize you have way too much stuff. You're like, I don't need that much clothes. I don't need this much jewelry. I actually have a jewelry hanger for necklaces, and there's about 7 little things that you hang it on. So what I did was, hello, Kathleen. I pushed them all to one side, and as I wear them, I'm putting it on these 3 prongs over here. And anything that doesn't get moved by the end of March over to this side over here, I'm getting rid of all the other necklaces on the other side because I have too much. So there's somebody out there that could use it or buy it, or I could donate it. I could maybe wrap it in little boxes and give it to some of the homeless women. But I have too much stuff, and I have so many appliances collecting dust, and I either need to use them or get rid of them. So, and I don't have enough counter space. Like I have enough counter space. Okay, I'm looking around the kitchen, the toaster and the can opener, that's on one counter. On the next counter, there's a bread maker, a blender, and my KitchenAid. And then on the other one, there's a coffee pot and a Keurig. And on this counter, there's no appliances at all. It's just like jars of, flours or pasta, popcorn, just jars of different things are sitting in the back there. So yeah, I'm trying to work on decluttering. And I was about to clean out my closet when hubby had the day off on New Year's Day and cleaned out the utility room and filled up the dumpster. So now I have to wait for it to be cleaned out before I can do it. So I was right ready to do it, and I got thrown off there. So that's one of my things I want to do for next year is clean out some of the excess of my closet. So if I think it's something the homeless can use, I'll just go ahead and organize it into my car stuff, because like I said, I've been leaving stuff in the car, so I'm constantly prepared to give them blankets and coats and hats and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to stay at a constant state of readiness. And it's funny how you'll be just sitting on your couch and you'll be like, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm kind of bored. And then boom, you come back and you see somebody. Same thing. I got some money for a donation in the mail. And I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and spend it at Dollar Tree, or part of it at Dollar Tree. And I go over to do that. And that's when I caught that guy. So every time he's telling me what to do and I'm doing it, and then I run into somebody. So I need to kind of constantly be listening to what he's trying to tell me, because he's telling me when there's somebody there or when somebody's passing through town or needing help. So I'm trying to listen to his voice and be ready for that. So the 7th collaboration is hosted by Luann's Kitchen, and it is hashtag back of label recipes. And her dates are from now through December 31st of this year. Any recipe that you find on the back of a package, a box, a jar, a can, any of that. And that's her collaboration. And she has one more collaboration hosted by her channel, Luann's Kitchen. Hashtag gelatin pudding recipes. And it's any recipe with gelatin, jello, or pudding in it. And that's now through the end of the year. Those are her 3 collaborations she has going on between her 2 channels. Yeah, I've been using my crock pot a lot more since I started entering the hashtag slow cooker palooza that Blackberry Rock Homestead's doing. I've been using it more because I've been joining in and trying to make some of those recipes. So, and then trying to find some new ones. And then I have some that aren't, like yesterday I did a chicken pot pie, but I realized that the potatoes weren't going to cook very well. So I either needed to boil them a little, like, peel them and cut them up and then boil them a little bit and then put it into the slow cooker. So I think or use maybe canned or something, but they didn't quite cook, and it, sometimes things just don't quite work out when you're trying recipes, but Hello, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms. How are you? So I just went over all the collaborations at the beginning of this video that are going on right now. Some I just heard about today, and and these are all open collaborations that anybody can join. So I thought I would get on here and do a little live. I set this up earlier and then I kind of forgot. I set it up for 2 and then I got busy working on a video and I totally forgot. And I was like, I need to go do my live. So I was late today, but I'm here. Does anybody know about any cool collaborations that's going on right now in the homesteading, gardening, whatever genre? Does anybody know about any that are going out right now, or anybody about to put one on, possibly? 3 Rivers Challenge. I'm going to start sorting and filming tomorrow. Yes, that's a good idea. Well, I feel like I could probably pair 2 collaborations together, because Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is doing a freezer clean out, and I feel like I can maybe pair the freezer clean out and the 3 Rivers Challenge together. So I might do that, pair 2 collaborations together and mention both channels at the beginning of the video, because their challenges are pretty similar. I don't do that all the time, but I don't know Three Rivers Challenge very much, so I'm not really worried about offending her. She probably won't even see my video. I mean, her channel's big. But I do want to join in some of the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I want to join into some of her collaborations she has going on. I know for sure I'm going to do the freezer clean out and the declutter challenge. I'm not sure about the cleaning hacks, but if I can find something I think is cool, or if I can think of something I do already, I'll join that one. But I know for sure I'm going to join 2 out of 3 of those. But I am adding her to a video that I'm putting out next week on all her challenges, on all the challenges and collaborations I know about right now. Yeah, I did watch that video too. I actually was watching from this channel, from Broken Hearts Ministry. I watched someone do her collaboration. I think they did it early. It might have been like New Year's Eve or something. They did the video, and I think it was supposed to start January 1st. Anyway, so then I went over and watched Three Rivers video where she talks about the challenge, and I kind of wanted to make sure I had the gist of what I was supposed to do in the video. And yeah, she did talk about no rules and stuff like that. So that's good, because we're not always the best at following rules. But I think I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to actually set the tripod up on the freezer to where you can see what I'm pulling out of it. And then I'm going to try to get a laundry basket, and I'm going to try to unload everything in the freezer and show it. And then I'm going to write it down. I'm going to do an inventory. Hello, the Bud Files. That's one thing I'm going to do. Rules, what's that? Yeah, right. Hello, the Bud Files. So yeah, I think I'm going to do, I think that's maybe I could film it tomorrow. It's kind of late in the day to be doing that today, because I still have a couple of things I need to do before hubby gets home. But I'd like to put that on my list for tomorrow, because I've actually finished my videos for this week. So I would be starting on next week. So I think I might try to film it tomorrow to set it up for like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And then after I do the freezer, I don't know, I might do a video after that talking about the meal planning of the things in the freezer. And then maybe do the refrigerator, or maybe the canned goods or something like that. I have a few things in jars, but not too much. Yeah. I want to clean the one up in the freezer, in the one that's in the kitchen. I want to get it cleaned up. Then I want to move some of the deer meat from out here in the utility room. There's a freezer out there. After I get the kitchen freezer clean, I want to move some of the deer meat in here, so we'll have access to it, because it's out there. And when it's out there, it's out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Hello, Fairbanks Studio. How are you? I did run your playlist last night, so you know. And it's your watch hours one that you had. So after I did my giveaway live, I was at 660 public watch hours. And then a couple of days later, it was already saying 741 watch hours. And then just another day from that, it added another 7 hours, and now it says 748 public watch hours. So I'm inching up on that first 1,000 watch hours, which is why I'm trying to do a live today. I'm trying to gain those watch hours. I'm in my own pantry challenge. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a challenge. All right. You got to keep track of the dates, and it's just a mess. And I do have some canned fruit I need to use. So I think what I'm going to do for that, I'm going to maybe pair the hashtag slow cooker palooza video with maybe making a cobbler with some of those fruits. So I'm gonna try to be pairing some things together to get some different collaborations done. So I don't commonly always do that, but I'm gonna try. I got my sewing machine today. Oh, that's awesome, Carrie. How are you today? I have not seen you around lately. Maybe you're like me. I took a little bit of time off during the holiday. Like I slowed down because I had so much going on. You know, I had last minute gifts to wrap, and I got the stomach bug right before the holidays. I managed to get better. And once I got better, I only had one day to finish everything I needed to do. I needed to pack a bag to stay at my mom's, and I needed to box up all the gifts so we could take them with us. And at the last minute decided we should go ahead and unwrap some more things here so we wouldn't have to take it all the way over there. And it's just crazy, you know. And then you have to remember the food stuff that you need. So it's just a lot of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. So it's actually quite a cold day out here. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but it's pretty cold. Going to school and spending time with dogs. That's good. I'm glad you're being able to go to class. That's really cool. All the learning, it stimulates your brain. I try to learn some new things or read some books. I actually had some books on my Amazon wish list, and I thought hubby would have bought me one of the books, but he didn't buy me any of the books on my Amazon playlist. So I'm going to have to purchase them for myself. I think I had about three different books on there I wanted to read that were recommended to me. Expecting snow in Colorado? What? Well, I like snow, but that's because I live in Texas and we don't get that much snow. Now, when I lived in Oklahoma City, we used to get snow several times a year. And of course, I did live in Rhode Island for about 5 years. And of course, there was lots and lots of snow there. So I was in hog heaven. But I did not have the proper clothes to be living in such a cold area. So I had to purchase all new cold weather clothing. Threatened with snow flurries today. I haven't even really looked at the weather. I know my phone's on 11%. I must have watched a lot of videos this morning because this thing is crazy. 11%. Yep. If I can send snow, I don't want the snow. It hurts my eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Send the snow to Breckenridge, Texas. We'll take it. That would be fun. But I want it in the middle of the day where I can go out and make a nice little snow video of it. Because I hate it when it snows in the middle of the night and I can't take a video. Because snow is so rare in Texas that like every time you get snow, you film it. Because it's rare, you know. So you have to film it. So they had some snow in Missouri. My friend Luann was telling me about it. She said she didn't get it filmed, though, because she was not feeling well during that time. So I totally understand. I had a stomach bug right before Christmas and was sick for about 3 days, maybe 3 or 4 days. I was sick. And like I said, I only had about a day to get my stuff ready. Yeah. I would love a little, yeah, 3 inches that last for the day and maybe lingers a little the next day is good. Then I'm pretty much good with it, But the kind of snow that hangs out forever, like in Rhode Island, where it's so cold, it never ever melts. Yeah, that could be kind of rough. Yeah, you think the post office will let you mail a bunch of snow? I mean, we need like a whole crate of it, really, to make much difference. Well, maybe a few crates, just a few. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So that's all I have going on today. I'm probably going to have some fish for dinner. Fish and broccoli, and I make these like grain-free crackers. It's like a gluten-free kind of thing. I guess you would call it gluten-free, but it's really like a plant paradox recipe from Dr. Gundry. I'm trying to start eating better. It's going to take a little while though, because I have to replace the inventory of what I need to eat and get rid of all the stuff lingering, from the holidays. So there's that. But I did have yogurt today. I was trying to be good, but I need to go to the grocery store so I can get the stuff I actually need to be eating. I need the things that I can eat available to me. So I thought, well, I do have fish and broccoli and the stuff to make the cracker thing. Because I actually, when I make up the cracker thing, I usually do about 6 or 7 containers of it to where I don't have to measure it. All I do is add a cup of water and put it on a tray and cook it. So that's really cool because I don't have to worry about measuring everything because I've measured up a bunch at one time. It's like meal prep, And I might start doing a few videos on that. I'll still be kind of probably on the weekends. I'll still be kind of eating regular, but during the week I'll try to be eating healthy. So I'm gonna make it more. I'm gonna try to ease into it a little bit because I need some more recipes. Sometimes I have to combine a couple of different diets because it's kind of limited because Dr. Gundry talks about a lot of fancy stuff that I don't actually eat. I need Southern recipes like tacos and, I don't know, I don't know what, but something. I need something that I can eat that's healthy, that's close to what I'm eating, what I'm used to eating. So. What are you guys up to today? Anything important? Kathleen, did you say your son does most of the cooking at your house? Because that would be nice to have someone to cook for you. My husband is the breakfast cook. He cooks the breakfast around here. I cook lunch and dinner. Of course, during the week, he's at work, so I cook lunch just for myself. But I need to get some healthy things like maybe stuff to make like a tuna wrap or a ham wrap, or maybe stuff to make an omelet, or maybe make like a shake or something. I need all the stuff that I usually have to make all that kind of stuff, so. But I do want to do a couple of crock pot desserts for my channel. So I'm probably going to do that. Take turns, but my son is the one who handles all the big stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, it'd be nice to have someone to rotate the cooking with too. My husband does do all the breakfast cooking. I don't do breakfast cooking at all. I'm not a morning person. Occasionally I'll make like French toast or something. But I usually make it more like brunch, like at 11 o'clock, almost lunch kind of a thing. Because I'm not a morning person. I kind of sit and drink my coffee like a zombie for a little while, and then I wake up and start doing things. But I have to sit quietly without anyone talking to me for a little while before I'd want people to talk to me. So there's something you learned about me. I am not a morning talker. I might talk your head off at night or in the evening or at lunchtime, but in the morning, no talkie before the coffee. That's the rule. Yeah. Breakfast on the weekends and a meal in the evening. Very cool. Yep. I didn't always used to drink coffee. I used to always think it tasted really good. I mean, it smelled really good. But I didn't drink it for a long time. I've only been drinking coffee maybe 13 years. So not like my whole life. Like I didn't come out of high school drinking coffee. Like even when I was in Rhode Island, I didn't drink coffee. If I drank something hot, it would be hot tea or hot chocolate or like a hot spiced tea or something like that. But no, no loud anything. Talking, music, anything. Maybe some low worship music kind of stuff or something, Um, but I pretty much don't even listen to music until I've had coffee. Yeah. And if I do, it's uplifting Christian music. I have some songs that come up on my YouTube. I've listened to them so much, my YouTube actually recommends it. So sometimes I just see it on my feed and I'm like, oh, there's my song. And I'll just play it and have my worship song. So I have a few songs that are my favorites. One of my new favorites is called Gratitude. And it's sang by Brandon Lake. That's one of my favorites. And Waymaker is one of my favorites. And I talked earlier about Cornerstone. That's one of my favorites. I really like the way the piano music is in that song. So that's why I asked you if you've ever played that song. It's pretty cool. The piano playing in it is very cool. The way anyway, I wanted to learn piano, but I never got a chance. But I think it's cool. But yeah, I would say I probably listen to modern Christian music, 90s and so on, probably. There might be a few from the 80s that I like. But my church I go to actually is old style uh, gospel music stuff. So, but I listen to my own music at home. So, yeah. But I like all Christian music, really. I mean, pretty much the old style gospel is pretty much just singing the hymns, singing the Bible is pretty much what it is. Singing the Psalms. But yep, I actually made a playlist of my Christian music that I like on this channel, and you can actually see it if you are curious and want to see what kind of Christian music I listen to. I actually have a playlist for that. Hello, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. How are you? I left it as public so people could see the music. So if they wanted to go check out the music I like, they could do that. So I left it for everyone to be able to see. I actually have playlists on YouTube. Some are like for music, some are private and some are public. And I use those and I'll just listen to them sometimes if I'm in the mood to listen to music. Hello, Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. How are you? I saw you in a live earlier. Oh, it was the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Do you ever purchase music like CDs or vinyl records? I used to purchase CDs, but I don't anymore. I used to, though. I still have a lot. The last CD I purchased was the Vineyard Chicks, and that was last year around Christmas time. And I have that. I actually have that CD in my car. It's actually in the player, and it's been in there for a while. I listened to it all through the Christmas season this year. I listened to the Vineyard Chicks. I had all their Christmas songs in my head. They have the song, and it's like Baby Boy. I don't know what it was, but that one. And then there was the song where she's getting tangled, and she's writing out a bunch of Christmas cards. Yeah, that's what I listened to a lot this year was the Vineyard Chicks Christmas CD. And then I had a Christmas playlist, but it's private on my regular channel that I listened to when I was at home. But when I was in the car, I was listening to the Vineyard Chicks. So I pretty much have all their songs memorized. Yep. Yeah, I really, really wanted to purchase some of their CDs and give them out. And I would really like to do that. Get some purchased way before the holidays. And then when it gets time for the holidays, like give some out to people. Like let people win some of the Vineyard Chicks Christmas CDs. So I really need to do that. Order like 3 or 5. I don't know how much the CDs are, but order like 3 or 5 CDs. And then when it gets closer to that time, like November or even October, start giving out those CDs so people can listen to them at Christmas. That's what I would like to do. I have so many. I don't have any vinyl records at all. Hubby's got some old vinyl records up in his closet, but I don't have any. But I don't think he has a player to play them, so they're just there. At the time that you gave them to me, I didn't really have the money to send them out. So there's that. Maybe next time I go to a meetup, I can give some out. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to one this year or not. Not completely sure. I would like to find out where the one is that MT Homestead is doing. I think it's in Arkansas, though. But last year I went to Pinecone Fest, and I kind of like to go to a different one so I can kind of like meet some different people. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a little bit of a rough year because of the family member we have that is sick right now. Can't go into any details on that, but our family definitely needs some prayers right now. So that is that. When I can talk about it more, when the family talks about it more, I'll be able to put out more information on it. But I don't want to be the first one to talk about it. So, yep. Anyway. But if you know Free Handly Made AU and you're a member of her channel, then you can go over and watch her video about it. And then you will know what I'm talking about. And some of you might know what I'm talking about. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I have to go work on some laundry before hubby gets home. A few chores to do before he gets home. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get my freezer clean out video done for the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch's collaboration she has going on, and also going to enter that into the 3 Rivers Challenge. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate all of you. Go with God. Bye, guys.